Welcome to the Jamesburg Presbyterian Church. Today is Wednesday, September the 22nd, 2021. Hard to believe that the month is passing so quickly. We're going through fall or getting to fall at a rather quick pace. And pretty soon it'll be Christmas and we'll be seeing Santa Claus coming down the chimney, and hopefully he's going to give us lots of cool gifts. Today I want to start with an old adage: character is what happens when no one is looking. Which brings up the question, what motivates us to do the things that we do? When we do something good, what motivates us? Sometimes what happens is, and you see this with a lot of the companies are looking for donations. If you give me a certain amount of money, I will give you this wonderful prize. So it's a quid pro quo. I get something, you get something, we're all happy. And hopefully what I get in terms of the money donation is more than what I give, which is in terms of the prize that you get for being good. So sometimes there's that whole thing. The motivation is so that you have that prize, or you have that recognition, you have that accolade. The Apostle Paul talks about these kinds of things. It's called works from a theological perspective. And what Paul says is that we are justified by our faith alone, not by works. So it almost gives the impression that we don't have to do anything good, that the justification that we need comes from just our faith. James, on the other hand, says that you can't separate the two, that the faith that we have should be the motivation for the good things that we do. And that good works apart from faith is dead, just as faith apart from good works is dead. So what motivates us? There was a whole period of time in the medieval church when people were doing things thinking that if they did good things, God would see these good things. It would kind of store up in a heavenly bank account, and that the good things would be there so that when we needed the gift of salvation or eternal life, those gifts would indebt God to us. It would require God to give us that prize. It's the quid pro quo. I did good works, you give me salvation. And hopefully the good works that I gave you is greater than the salvation you give me. It's kind of like that. So I just thought I wanted to see what that would kind of look like. So I have this jar here, and it has a lid. I'm going to bring it up closer to the camera in just a moment. And I also have this beautiful silk butterfly. I remember when I first saw this scarf at a magic convention, I was really impressed with the colors. I was a little bit thinking that there's too much black in the scarf. I was kind of hoping that maybe more of the blue would show up, but then the blue antennas on the butterfly wouldn't be very visible. Maybe a different color, but anyway, I loved the scarf when I saw it. Had a bunch of ideas flash through my mind. Of course, butterflies is a Christian motif or symbol for resurrection, from cocoon to butterfly. So I thought, well, I can use it in a children's sermon someday. It'll work out. So we're going to take and call this the good work. And I'm bringing this up close so that you can see that I'm actually putting it into the jar. I'm going to bring the lid too. Okay, so here it goes. Going into the jar. This is the good work. And we're going to call the jar the heavenly bank. You can see all around it's going into the jar. Okay. We're actually going to push it in like that. We're going to take the lid and pop it and put it on. Okay, so what we've done is we've put the butterfly or the good works into the jar, the heavenly bank account. And this is apart from faith. What motivates me? Let's go back and talk about it. Does the faith that I have in God, does the acknowledgement of God's unconditional love for me motivate me to show unconditional love to others? Is that what motivates me? Or am I just trying to get God's attention? Look, God, I did something good. You owe me. Unfortunately, as the scriptures say, this latter thing doesn't work. We can never indebt God to give us anything. Grace is a gift given freely on the basis of faith. And yet at the same time, as James points out, if you just have faith, if you say to someone who is hungry, go and be well nourished, or if you say to someone who has no clothing, go and be warm, if you say to someone who has no housing, good luck, I'll keep you on my prayer list, then you've really not done anything to help that person, and that kind of faith becomes dead, becomes meaningless. Does, in fact, the bank account, that heavenly bank account, where we put the good works, does, in fact, it mean anything? Is it still there? Can we count on that bank account always being there? That's the question. Well, let's see. We'll take the bank vault. We'll take off the lid. There's that squeak again. And I come up to the camera again, close. You see, the good work really means nothing if we're not motivated by our faith. What motivates you? What motivates you to do the good things that you do? What motivates us to do the bad things that we do? Are we motivated by love? Are we motivated by selfishness? Are we motivated by greed? Are we motivated because we have an endless hunger for recognition and accolades? Is that what motivates us? Do we want people to always think that we are good people and therefore we do good things? But maybe we do those good things begrudgingly. Maybe we do those good things in a tired, worn-out manner simply because we don't feel we have a choice if we want the recognition that we're craving. Or do we do good things because we're motivated because of our faith? God has loved us unconditionally. We're therefore going to show that unconditional love to others. Think about your motivation. What motivates you? Remember, character is what happens when no one's looking. Can you do good things for nothing? That's today's devotional. I'll see you on Sunday. Be safe, be well, and I'll see you soon. Incidentally, do come to our spring fair we're holding in the fall. Because of COVID, we couldn't have it in the spring, but do come to our fair. If you're watching this is this Saturday from 12 to 5. And if you're helping us, remember to wear a yellow